Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran, and today I'm very excited to be checking out the second most popular project on all the Kickstarter games. That is Epic WARPATH, the game of sci-fi mass battles. Command vast armies of alienated humankind on distant worlds in this new epic scale miniatures game. Ahoy, Ricardo! So I don't typically cover miniatures games unless they're quote-unquote board games. It's not something I typically do. However, this main image made me want to actually click on this and look at it. Like this, the sense of scale that they're able to convey in this rectangle while still zoomed out. I can't make out any of the details of any of these miniatures, but I get it. I see this like, whoa, my gosh. I can't wait to click on this and see what this monstrosity looks like. And I imagine I'm going to be paying multiple hundreds of dollars. $200 minimum, I'm going to guess, but I'm excited to go along for the ride. I'd love to know how much player length, time count, age, some other stuff like that would be great. But, as always, when I go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. 136, short and sweet. Okay.
In the WARPATH universe, the aggressive spread of human corporations is matched
Theme.
only by a deadly plague. Frovox is the latest colony to be infected, and an army of horrors rises to fight former comrades. The miners swap tools for rifles and prepare to make their last stand.
I really hope this is not longer than 30 seconds. 30 seconds is typically what I would say how long people take to, to show off their theme. Really not, like, come on, just showcase these minis here.
Meanwhile, an ancient empire returns to claim long-abandoned secrets at risk of discovery. And close on their heels, an army of faceless soldiers deployed.
Faceless soldiers. This is a faceless video. It's just sci-fi crap. Show me the minis.
From orbit. Sent by humanity's
45
ruling
seconds?
council, are they here to save the colony or
How long are we
destroy
going?
it? The fate of this world and others like it are in your hands, General. It's time to take command. Epic WARPATH is the game of massive...
Okay, here we go. I kind of wish we would have just started with this, honestly. But let's get to it. I'm excited. See a big table. See a big mat. I see stuff underneath the mat. I'm always a big fan of this when you can make sort of like terrain. Flick Wars, really great flicking game, does that very, very well. So I love this sort of thing in games.
Futuristic battles brought to life with incredible miniatures. Choose your faction, each with their own exciting...
So I was hoping we'd zoom in on the board there a little bit to see it all set up. Like, this was a cool shot, but it's like, this is where I really want to see it zoomed in. And we zoom in so far that, I don't know,
Choose your
so
faction,
cool.
each with their own exciting strategies to
Okay, so these are going to be what's moving around the board. Cool.
use against the enemy.
New trays.
Think like a general. Build your army and deploy it into the combat zone. Plan ahead. Issue commands and use the element of surprise to outwit your opponent. Don't hold back. Destroy the enemy, secure your objectives, and...
I was excited about this. I'm glad we finally got to this. Took a minute 20, but this is what I would like to purchase. I hope this is not just something you're showcasing the miniatures game on, which case I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. But still.
claim victory.
No, there's no but still.
Your pledge and the campaign will help unlock more factions for every backer to choose
None of those boxes look big enough to hold that big old castle you showed me.
from. Join us today and make Epic WARPATH a reality.
Okay. So it looks like a miniatures game. After the video, do I want it? Not really. I mean, it looks like a generic sci-fi miniatures game. Like, I don't feel like they really went into the weeds of what made this one different or at all about really the gameplay. We spent 47 seconds talking about just theme. Yeah, not a big fan of the video there. So after the video, do I want it? Not really. Can you do it? It's Manic Games. I'm not particularly worried about it coming out, but we will, as always, check the track record. 25 created. They've done a lot. The 14 years since launch, Manic Games have released many complete tabletop gaming systems, including Hellboy, The Walking Dead, All Our Kings, a bunch of stuff. We've done tons of stuff. Oh my gosh, it's only one person. Wow, I'm worried about the customer service here. If no collaborators on a project that could potentially be this big, that's That's a lot of work. Okay. Let's check it out. 25 created. Make sure people got their stuff. Worms the board game. Dungeon Saga Origins. I remember covering this one a couple months back. Terrain Crate. The Umbrella Academy. That one did not come out. That was supposed to be the board game. I covered that one as well. All right. So let's see. Worms is not out yet. I'm sure I'd see pictures of this one was out. I haven't pledged the game yet, but I still see the late pledge option. Yes, that one is not out yet. Dungeon Saga Origins as people get their stuff. What is this? My order for the Ultimate Pledge keeps being delayed. I keep messaging support and I keep getting Zach. No one else. I keep being told they will ship the product soon. Next week. Here's the last message as of February 9th. Ooh, okay. Hey, I confirm that Tax tells you the truth. Paul. So cool. Looks good. I received my pledge, including the German language pack. All is fine. Expect one thing. So cool. This one is out. Great. Terrain Crate. Let's check that. I wonder if that's... yeah, cool terrain. Very bland theme. Yes. Very, very bland theme. And here's the thing. I feel like the blandness of the theme is accentuated by the fact that the main image is so far zoomed out. Like, I was excited about the castle, not about the minis. I was like, oh my god, what are they fighting on? And now it's like, oh, well, it's just, okay. It's just sci-fi stuff. All your orders have been shipped, and of course, those should have had your pledges. Cool. Got mine today. Got mine delivered. Looks good. This one got pulled right as they were about to fund. Not a great look. Not a great look at all. Let's see what they said about that. Late pledges now available. What? Huh? What? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. What? Just in case you missed out on the Game Found campaign. Oh, okay. They went and they kicked it over on Game Found because they thought they'd make more, and they made $18,000 more. Would they have made that much if they would have just stayed the course on Kickstarter, though? I wonder. Or did they make improvements? Who knows? I'm curious. Man, I want to go check that one out, but I don't have time. All right, so can you do it? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not terribly worried about it. You'll get your stuff, probably. They've done 25. I am worried about that customer service, though, a little bit. So I agree. They should have leaned more on the game mechanics. Agreed. Like, what makes this game different? The epic scale sci-fi wargame, 4 factions, including the detailed 12-scale minis. Okay. Breathtaking battles. Set the WARPATH universe where corporations war on war against blah corporations. Got it. Cool. I know all about them. They're bad. I've played games. Printed rulebook available. Click links below. They are clickable. Cool. German, Spanish, Italian, French. Click the links below to learn more about the campaign in your own language. Where's the printed rule booklet available? Where's mine? Where's the English one? Is this the German one? Well, it's great. I have the German one and the Spanish one and the Italian one and the French one. Where's the English one? Okay, we're just not going to post it despite the fact... I'm going to guess France. I'm going to guess France and they're from France. No, they're not from France. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, UK, you suck compared to France. I mean, nothing personal, but France would be number 1. UK is still kicking it strong, though, 325. But France, man, whew, they rock it so hard. So I take every chance I get to compliment France and how well they support their creators. Because it's consistently, France would be number 1 here. And you don't see that with other countries. UK, though, kicking it close, though. How pledges work. 1 or 2 player starter box. Choose the lieutenant pledge. And then want a faction-specific focus. Choose the sergeant pledge plus add resin or STL upgrades. So this is cool. I guess if I was more into the minis games and I understood more of exactly how this worked, I could be like, oh, okay. This is exactly what I want. This is what I want. So hopefully, and we could tell if they hit the bullseye here with these pledge levels by how evenly spread out they are, because if they're evenly spread out, that means they knew what their market wanted and they gave it to them. At least for this sort of one. It's not always the same with board games because obviously a retail pledge, no one's buying that crap. Day 3 reveal, Plague Corporation. Cool. What's that mean? Nothing. Thanks. I gotta go to an update to find out. You couldn't give me a sentence here? Couldn't give me a little teaser? I'm not excited about it unless I know more. And once again, I imagine if you get the email, you're excited. But if you're just a regular Joe Schmo deciding if you're going to buy this, I'd like to know more about what the Plague Corporation is. How wildly asymmetrical do they? What do they do? I still don't know what any of these factions or cores even do. Over 310 miniatures at 89 euros. So I convert the currency. It's just lazy not to do it. I say it all the time. I hate using that word, but it's true. You know, a huge chunk of people are going to be for the United States of America. Convert the currencies. I'd have the UK. I'd have the pounds. So 89 euros. What's 89 euros to dollars? Let's figure it out. 89 euros to dollars. Oh, actually, what am I doing? It's right over here, you noob. I've browsed Kickstarter before. $75. Oh, that's 59. So where is it? So we have 59 at this pledge. 190 there. 513 at the $112 one. Okay. And then the captain pledge, which I'm assuming includes everything, maybe. 229. Retailer pledge, 11. High command pledge. What is this? We'll get there. I want to go here and get excited. Over 620 miniatures. I'm cheating. But over 310 miniatures. Who cares about rules, mechanics? So here's the one thing. I would honestly have put this somewhere higher, maybe on the thing, over 620 miniatures or something like that. Just because it would have got me less excited about the massive castles and more excited about the minis. Because I was excited about the minis, but I was more excited about the castles. Over 720 miniatures. That's just, but why? Why do I need this? Over 100, oh, this is, okay. And they are pretty evenly split, though. 86, that's the retailer, so it doesn't count. Even though it is nice when that's high. 229 on the big captain. 513. So they knew okay, I'd say they did a pretty good job with their pledges here because they knew what their target market would want, and they hit it. Each one of these has over 100, except for the retailer. That's rock solid. Because honestly, I look at it and I say, ugh, this doesn't seem that clear to me, but that's because I don't play miniatures games, and to miniatures gamers, it apparently is clear there. $35 extra plastic core army stuff, things. I think it's kind of like Mage Wars. When you bought a Mage Wars box, you get like 2 different characters. I think that's so like each of these boxes is like a different faction. I get the gist. 198 Mantic miniatures. So now we're just ooh, day 14 reveal. Oh, we're talking about all the reveals, and you wetting my whistle. Cool. Do we know the sizes of any of these? That'd be nice too. I don't feel like we've been told any of the sizes. Maybe I just missed it, but I don't feel like it. Epic scale sculpts to Farlow. What does that mean? What size is epic scale? Yeah, I definitely don't feel like they're marketing that well to non-miniatures gamers. Like, on the chance they might just scoop them up. Epic scale in miniatures size. What's that mean? It means around 6 millimeters. I don't think that's right. Maybe it does. I don't know. They're not going to tell me. Okay, minis, I got it. I just want to know the shipping. Shipping. Gameplay video would be good too. My rule booklet would be nice. So at 200, so we got stretch goals. Wow, this is a banger. A new faction, which normally I'd be like, meh, because it's just, oh, it's an add-on I can buy. But at the end of the day, you know, you get to pick from it. So maybe that's the faction you want. Not that they told you anything about any of these factions, conceivably. Ooh, how to play. Wow, okay, here we go. Hour 33 minutes. Okay. It's there. Broken down into bite-sized chunks as well. That's nice. These are great videos here. I feel like these videos are kind of low, honestly. Game Designer Diaries. Intro. So, I feel like that first 47 seconds could have been used so much better to try and explain a little bit more about the factions. Not thematically, but mechanically. Or potentially both. Mix in your artwork, but then also have some of the minis, but then also have maybe what their quirk is. Do they lay down, you know, these gold mines that suck up resources? Do they tame dragons? Do they have necromancers? Like, what makes them different and unique? Like, I click here and I say, oh, here. Oh, this is why they're unique. They're headstrong. Oh, cool. And powerful. And stoic. Well, look at me. That feels asymmetric. Like, what the what does that mean? Oh, these are just secretive and alien and ancient. Like, come on. Okay. Stuff, things, intro. What am I looking at here? Is this, what am I clicking on? Is this the English rule booklet? No, this is the, like, the designer diary or something, maybe? This is, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, Game Designer Diaries. Cool. It's right there. Read the title. Epic Warpath. What do our playtesters think? Cool. Like this. I actually just saw this yesterday, too. And I thought, you know, I kind of like this. And I kind of like it. I feel like these are really good. I love the rules for the artillery shelling buildings. Play really quickly, but as it lack depth, gave me my plague now. I love the rules for the artillery shelling buildings. That sounds cool. That sounds like a quote aimed straight at miniatures gamers, and I want to know more about artillery shelling buildings. That sounds fun. I mean, that's why I like Battlefield. The game flows nicely. There's some nice elements with scenarios where they can be generated dynamically every game. Cool. Every game's to be different. It captures the flavors of the different armies. Great. So now that finally is leaning a little bit into the asymmetry of the game. We have a game in here somewhat, but come buy minis to paint. Yeah, I feel that too. And not necessarily saying that about the game, it's just the way it's spotlighted. Digital companion, retailer pledge, creators. Where's the gameplay video? I just want a gameplay video. The how to plays are great, but where's just a straight up gameplay? So friendly shipping, awesome, great. Third of a point grade bump up on the shipping area. There's a lot of stuff I've liked so far. A lot of stuff I've been like, but this is nice. Very clean and clear. I convert the currencies, but I'm not going to knock them for them. You got 4 pledge areas, 4 pledges pretty much. Aside for the retailer, you should have 4 prices, and they do. Very nice shipping area. Beautiful. Crow Media. They created the video. What do I think about the video? It looked fine. It's fine. You know me. There's some video creators that are like, oh my god, I love them. They're amazing. They're fine. It was fun. On the Skull's final, where can I find the rules of the game? The rules are still under development by our designer team and a number of our dedicated playtesters. The rule booklet, you'll have the rules in the armies. Ew. What? I thought I could see the rule booklet in all the other languages, but not mine. But now the rule booklet's not there, and I can't even look at it. What do I get in the rule booklet? And here's the thing. That's honestly, how hard do I do this? I've put a lot of thought into how big every single different aspect of a Kickstarter is. And I feel like not having a rule booklet is 2/3 of a point grade bump down. I really do. It just feels inexcusable, and it feels like a terrible decision from every single perspective. From your perspective, you're not going to get free input on your rule booklet from people who want to read your rule booklet and give you feedback on your... They want to give you feedback, and you're like, nah, no thanks. I don't want my rule booklet to be better. And for the consumers, it's like, what the hell? You expect me to splunk down $200 on 620 miniatures and I can't even see the rule booklet unless I speak French? Yeah, 2/3 of a point grade bump down. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. And it seems like, come on, you're 25 campaigns in. Now, I know they're not all board games, but we gotta have a rule booklet. Extra update, how to include add-ons in your pledge. Maybe it's just that maybe it was I hope it was an omission. I gotta imagine it's an omission if they have every other rule booklet in every other language aside from English, which once again, the majority of people here, the largest chunk of people here, United States of America, add-ons, and UK speaks English as well. Duh. Maybe your gaming group is sharing the Hike Band pledge. You want some extra rule booklets? Cool. Show me how to do the add-ons. Great. Nifty. Can't imagine too much engagement. Does this mean that I could make a pledge without a reward level and add on everything I want to extras if I choose? Sure, you could do it. Ah, great, too. Let's check out that $1 level. How many people are in that? I imagine there's a good deal. Oh, there's not a $1 level. Okay. Okay. So you just have to read that update to know that, which is unfortunate. And also, kind of like, man, yeah, that just rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Like, you're 25 in. Have a $1 pledge level so people can do this. Doesn't mean I can make the pledge without a reward thing. Sure, you can do it. Then have the $1 access to the pledge manager. Because not having it looks anti-consumer. And it just looks like, why? Then the bottom line is, you're like, yeah, I'm fine with that. If you just want to a la carte everything, do it. But to just have it there, that just, man, that's 1/3 of a point grade bump down for me too. It's just little things like that. I just don't understand it. It seems, it's 25 in. I'm going to grade a little bit harder when you're 25 in. I mean, come on. We're off to spend some time with our families. We'll be back on Saturday morning. Cool. I'd love to see a premium soft token. They need to get some collaborators in here. But that being said, they're still doing some good customer service here. And maybe it's a team working it. I don't know. Cool. Final grade for this one. Epic Warpath. Do I want it? No. Not really. I wanted to want it, but there's no gameplay video. There is a how to play. There's some great how to plays. Great how to plays. And once again, I got to look at this from two perspectives: as a miniatures gamer and as a board gamer. As a board gamer, I'm out. I'm completely out. There's tons of other things that if I really wanted to paint, that I could paint. You don't have the rule booklet. You don't have a gameplay video. It's not a great price. Maybe I don't like. I don't know. It does. It's just miniatures. Just drown me in miniatures and hope that you just hand me my wallet. That's what I feel here. Just like, hey. Remember how bad there's 640 miniatures. Just open your damn wallet and shut up. That's what it feels like. And no, no, that's not me. So do I want it? No. As a miniatures gamer? No, I don't. As a miniatures gamer, if I have 2 or 3 minis games or 4 minis games, or I don't know how these people operate. I imagine I would really like a rule booklet. Now the how to play videos are spectacular, but just not having the rule booklet there just scares me. It scares me. So I'm gonna go with They did market to him a lot, though. That video didn't sell it well, though. Can you do it? Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about it. I do worry about the customer service a little bit with no collaborators, but it looks like they might have like a team on one account, which you could do. Underwhelmed, yeah, Sean, good grade. And then how much is it? It's I don't know. It's a lot of minis for money. Like, okay, so $75 gets me what, 310 minis or something? Let's go back to here. They did that thing where they decided not to put their pledges in money order, which is annoying. Are they worried you were going to take this instead? So the 59 gets you 150. So $75. Okay, that feels like a decent price. 155 minutes for $75. Does it come with a rule booklet? No, it's just a core army. That doesn't even get you. Okay, so I don't know. It feels Kickstarter reasonable, I guess. You're buying a big box of plastic. Final grade for this one. C minus. C. My most recent Kickstarter purchase, I do not make Kickstarter purchases anymore because I am literally surrounded floor to ceiling by board games as it is. Like, there's literally 100 games blocking a window to my right now that are they're probably how I'm going to die one day. One day, this shelf over here is just going to give way, and there's going to be like 800 pounds of board games that are going to fall on top of me. Like, I can see right now the corner of Blood on the Clock Tower is just aimed at my face, and it's just gonna bam smash my head. It's gonna be terrible. So no, I don't back Kickstarter games anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a C minus. Like, once again, I was more excited about everything else aside from your minis, because once again you zoomed out so far, which made me think that this terrain was part of it. And you said epic. I was like, oh, these do look epic. And, you know, this looks like something Everything Epic would do. A great company that does, like, terrains and board games and stuff. And it's like, oh, no, that's actually just... We're trying to get you to focus on the little blobs down here, you see? That's what you're excited about, people. And it's like, oh, okay. If I'm a painter, give it a thumbs up, too. I'm going with a C minus. C minus. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Epic Warpath, the game of sci-fi mass battles. And in particular, let me know if you are a miniatures gamer, a painter, a board gamer, or just a random straggler who's here for my plumbing videos. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.